o'clock. Tell me when you guys are ready.
Are we ready?
Do we need to wait for Megan or can we start?
I'm ready.
I think we're all ready. Let's just wait, make sure we're good.
Okay.
Okay, good evening. This is Vicki Landis, and I would like to call to order our governing board meeting for January 12th at 5 p.m. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So as everyone can imagine, because of the pandemic impacting our nation and our schools, some of us have to attend virtually and some of us will be there in person. So Karen, can I get you to do a roll call just so that we can check in and make sure everybody is here?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, normally we start off with Gina. Go ahead, Gina.
I'm here. Hi, everyone.
Maxine?
Go ahead, Maxine.
Maxine, I'm here. Maxine Hill.
Okay, Vicki Landis here.
Trey Terry's here.
Kristen Acton's here.
All right, we are all here. Mr. Eastless, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so here we go. So tonight we're going to start off. We're going to have our governing board officers election. I want to start off by telling you that it has been an honor to serve for the past 2 years in this seat as president. It was one I was a little reluctant to take, but we have made it through quite the challenges in the past 2 years, through the pandemic, through transition to a wonderful professional board, and I would like to thank each of you up there that is serving. You have just been wonderful. We have not always agreed, but everyone has been so professional and kind, and I really appreciate setting that example and working with all of you. A lot of times we talk about how the leadership starts at the top, and the way that we treat each other at the top is the way that we expect everyone to treat each other throughout the whole organization. And I truly believe that the board members treat one another with respect, and I have seen that kind of camaraderie grow, so thank you all. Again, I appreciate the 2 years and the support, but at this time, I am ready to hang up the gavel.
Well, Ms. Landis, I want to thank you so much for your service as our board president in this challenging time. You have provided very clear communication, integrity, and have kept us through some of these decisions and tasks that we faced clearly focused to get the job done. So in nominations for our new governing board president, I move to nominate Mr. Terry to serve as our board president for the 2022 calendar year.
All right, do I have a second?
I'll second that. This
Okay.
is DeCoste.
Thank you, Ms. DeCoste. So we will go ahead and vote.
DeCoste, yes.
Hill abstaining.
Landis, yes.
Terry, yes.
Acton, yes.
Okay, motion carries 4-0. Congratulations, Mr. Terry. And so I'll do this next one for the vice president, and then Trey, I'll hand the meeting over to you. So we would like to make a nomination or do I have a nomination for a vice president? Any takers out there?
Any takers?
Vice President?
No.
I move to nominate Ms. DeCoste as vice president
I
for
will
the
second that.
2022 calendar year. Perfect.
I will second that, and so Ms. DeCoste, we're ready to vote.
I will accept that nomination. Thank you, Kristen. And DeCoste, yes.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even ask you if you were going to accept.
That's okay, since nobody else clearly wants it, I'll do it.
Okay,
Hill, yes.
Landis, yes.
Terry, yes.
Acton, yes.
All right, congratulations to President Terry and Vice President DeCoste. So at this time, I would hand you the gavel. Hey Trey, go ahead and grab it. You don't have to ever listen to me bang that thing that hard again. It is your meeting. Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much, Vicki, and I just wanted to thank my colleagues up here. It's an honor and it's humbling to have your support and trust, and I know we're still not through some difficult times, and it's going to take a lot of working together and, you know, supporting our great staff and our leaders here in the district, making sure that, you know, we can keep doing what we're doing. So with that, I believe we are on 4.1, consideration of approval of the minutes from December 8th, 2021 study session. I'll entertain a motion.
I move that we approve the minutes of the study session from December 8th, 2021.
I second.
I will second that, okay.
DeCoste, yes.
Hill, yes.
Landis, yes.
Terry, yes.
Acton, yes.
And 4.2, consideration of approval of minutes from the December 8th, 2021 regular board meeting. I will entertain a motion for that one as well.
I move that the governing board approve the minutes of the December 8th regular meeting as presented.
And I'll second.
DeCoste, yes.
Hill, yes.
Landis, yes.
Terry, yes.
Acton, yes.
All right. Item 5.1, consideration of approval to acquire a Ctds number from the Arizona Department of Education for an Awafria High School District Alternative Academy/School. Is there
If
anything?
there's any questions, Mr. Nallen's online, prepared to answer them.
Okay. Any discussion, questions on this?
This is DeCoste. I just have a comment on this of some things that I've been hearing lately about alternative schools and school labels. And so I just want to make sure that you guys do a little research into the impact that having a site like that can have on a school label for that type of school. Maybe look at some other districts, because I've been hearing of other districts doing away with their alternative education programs. So just a little tidbit. I trust that you know what you're doing, and I support this.
Any further discussion or question? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Be it resolved, the governing board approve the request to acquire a Ctds number for the Arizona Department of Education for an Awafria High School District Alternative Academy or School.
I second.
DeCoste, yes.
Hill, yes.
Landis, yes.
Terry, yes.
Acton, yes.
6.1, consideration and approval of the consent agenda. Does any board member wish to pull an item from the consent agenda?
No.
I would like to pull briefly 6.3. I believe an amendment needs to be made to that one. So I would, I guess I can move to approve the consent agenda as presented minus item 6.3.
I will second.
DeCoste, yes.
Hill, yes.
Landis, yes.
Terry, yes.
Acton, yes.
All right. Item 6.3, it's an out-of-state travel request. I believe Mr. Nallen's online. I believe your staff travel one has an amended date that is needed for that.
Yes, correct. Good evening, Mr. President, members of the governing board, Superintendent Eastless, and the community. We are looking at going to Stevenson High School for this professional development trip. It's one of the top schools in the nation, and due to the current climate in the country, we are going to push that trip back to April 19th to the 20th. So we're going to get out of the current situation that's going on right now, and obviously we know what's happening with Chicago Public Schools, and so we want to make sure we do our due diligence and allow for staff to travel safely. So we're going to push that trip back to April 19th and 20th.
Okay, so I will move to approve item 6.3, the out-of-state travel requests as amended to include staff point 1 as April 19th through the 20th instead of as previously dated. Yes.
Second?
DeCoste, yes.
Hill, yes.
Landis, yes.
Terry, yes.
Acton, yes.
All right. Paperwork. Yeah. How did Vicky have this down so quickly? You're an inspiration, Vicky.
On that consent agenda items that we did approve, I just want to acknowledge the approval of the COVID sick leave for our staff members. My such employer does not do that, and we are actually being asked to come to work with COVID. So the fact that we are doing that for our employees, I just want to say thank you for acknowledging that and making sure that that's there for them.
And that brings us to 7.1, governing board members' summary of current events and/or direction given to the superintendent. I don't know if Kristen, you want to start us off or expand on that?
Just coming back from the break, I don't really have much of as far as current events. I think everybody's just trying to take care of themselves and their households and get back on a good, productive spring, keeping our kids healthy and our teachers healthy and in school. So that's just the direction I think everyone's thinking right now. That's all I've got.
The annual board meeting, the annual conference for the School Board Association was well done. They had 2 keynote speakers who really did not tackle a topic. And I thought it was excellent because they spoke to us from a motivational point of view, helping people understand what they were going through and minding their own health and activities mingle with the personal activities and responsibility of the school board. So I thought that was very interesting. They did have a workshop that wasn't clear. It had to do with some legislation that's pending, and they seemed to be a little bit nervous, but the attorney, which was Denise Lobrit, who normally handles that, was not able to be there because, like everyone else, the law firm is fighting COVID also. But they promised to bring that workshop topic back at another time because there's some changes that is going on, or potential changes. But the workshop, the conference was very good. It's the annual conference, and I enjoyed attending it very much.
Very good. Ms. Landis, Ms. DeCoste?
I will just add, so just like everyone else getting back from the break, I just want to thank all of our teachers and all of our administrators who are covering like crazy to keep all of our schools open so that our kids have a safe and healthy place to learn. I know that they're working on teamwork and covering and being good to their colleagues, and we just appreciate everything that they're doing. And I appreciate also, I saw where the subs will be getting paid more money, a true dedication to how we feel about people who are helping us out. So just thank you to all of our teachers, all of our administrators, and I will shout out to our bus drivers as well who are keeping our district going. Thank you all.
This is DeCoste. Since the last time we met, which was all the way back on December 8th, I was able to represent the district at the Southwest Family Advocacy fundraising event, their annual event that's been postponed for the last 3 years. So I don't know how annual it is, but it was a fabulous event. And we had some of our students that were there performing from the Brado High School band. It was really a very beautiful event. And I also represented the district at the YMCA Community Breakfast. And I was lucky enough to get out to Canyon View to the ESS Winter Dance Snow Day in the desert, and it was a blast. The kids had so much fun. They crowned kings and queens from every school, and it was definitely by far one of the best events I've attended this year. I want to thank Vicki for her years of presidency, for our governing board, and for her leadership through what has been declared to be some of the toughest times in education since World War II. So kudos, Vicki. You did an awesome job. You're a great leader, and we all appreciate that. And congratulations, Trey. I think you're going to be fabulous. I'm looking forward to this next year. And like Vicki and Kristen, I just want to thank everyone for all of their hard work, from our administrators who are working on the back end to increase subpay and add that COVID sick time and do what they can to support the administration at the school site and the teachers and the staff and the drivers in food services. Oh my goodness, everyone who's doing what they can to keep our schools open as safely as possible. It does not go unnoticed. And so gratitude to all of you. That's all I have.
And I would just like to echo a lot of things that were said before. Again, thank you, Vicki, as somebody who, first decided to run for this office when you were, in holding the gavel, just watching how you've operated. I like to say that I've learned quite a bit just from observing. So I appreciate that. I appreciate your friendship as well, and just, learning a lot from you. And what Ms. DeCoste said about our staff and anybody listening, our teachers, we strongly and deeply appreciate the work that you guys are doing to keep our schools running. It's something I can say about our school district is that we aren't facing any pushback. I don't hear of much division among our staff or our administrators or anybody doing what needs to be done. It's all working together, trying to get things covered. And every single person in this district is committed to keeping things running and operating right now. So I just wanted to thank you, from the teachers to, bus drivers, everything else, just making sure our kids are able to continue with their education. So with that, I will move to 7.2, comments and or information from Superintendent Eastless and his cabinet.
Thank you very much. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, President Terry, Vice President DeCoste, members of the board. I also want to spread thank you around. First of all, I will start with Ms. Landis. Vicki has been a model for us as leaders in my administration. It is a difficult time to operate and run schools with a lot of division. And as Vicki mentioned, the leadership at the top makes a difference. When we act professionally and we respect each other, even at times when we disagree, that is extremely important for us to model and for us to be able to convey to our community that we are working together to do the right things for our kids. So, Vicki, this was a very tough time to be a leader, and I truly appreciate your guidance and how you've handled things over the years. And congratulations, as I said, to Mr. Terry and Ms. DeCoste. And I do want to mention also that Ms. Acton and Ms. Hill, the board is one team, 5 individual leaders but working as one team. And I think that that's critical. And it's critical that everyone understands how we appreciate and we respect every single one of you and the way you conduct your business and your heart and passion for our kids in this district. A lot has been said about thanking everyone. Unless you're kind of in the trenches with some of that, you get to really know how much people are working. As you mentioned, our bus drivers are literally running ragged everywhere, just trying to get our kids to school and home safely. We've had teachers and coaches just covering for each other and doing the best they can to continue to give that great experience. And our leaders are just sort of pulling resources together and operating and helping each other as best they can. And that's truly been nice to see and nice to be a part of. It's unfortunate that we're going through this peak and with COVID related absences. However, it really shows the character and the backbone of our district and how we work together when we can get through this together. I want to say thank you to the parents for being very patient. There's going to be a few things that we have to make some modifications about regarding transportation or even classrooms, but your patience and understanding goes a long way and helps us make it through these tough times as we try to educate your kids. So thank you, everyone. Again, I think we're going to have a great year, and there's a lot of great things on the horizon, and it's really a blessing to be a part of this district, and that's all I have. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, and again, I appreciate all the work you do, and Megan as well, just keeping parents, constantly in the loop. It seems like daily communications right now, and I really appreciate that. So moving on, agenda item 8.1, future or request for future agenda items.
I have nothing.
Nothing.
All right, hearing none, we'll move on to 9.1. Be it resolved, the governing board adjourns the regular board meeting of January 12th, 2022.
A second.
DeCoste, yes.
Hill, yes.
Landis, yes.
Terry, yes.
Acton, yes.
We are adjourned. I don't have the gavel, so I'm banging.
Good night, everyone.